It's really good to see that there are some sisters out there who are starting to realize that they have been lied to. Like Malcolm X said,
"You've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled."
You know what? Feminism has written women of color a bounce check. And a lot of women are still paying those fees today. We may have status and maybe we've acquired a lot of stuff, but a lot of women are lonely, looking for companionship because we are waiting for a check that will never clear. Again, feminism has written women of color a bounce check, and the fees are still being paid today. Something to think about.
No lies told here. This woman is absolutely correct. And it sucks because they have been lied to for so long. A lot of them still do not realize it was a lie. They just don't like what's happening, but they don't realize that it's all been a lie. Like, they've been fooled. When feminism first dropped, they wasn't really talking to black women. Black women just got sucked into it like a tornado. But the fact is, a lot of these black women are still standing 10 toes down, even though it's to their demise. Black women are the least married of all the races. That should tell you something. And I know it's easy to just blame the men, but it ain't that simple. It's the mindset and attitude that comes with that type of thinking that helped that process too. Now, the good thing is this woman is not waking up by herself. There are other black women out there who are starting to see that this is garbage too.
So I got a question. How old were y'all when y'all found out that being an independent woman ain't the flex that they made it seem like it was back in the day? You know, when your mama told you, make sure you get your own money so you ain't got to depend on no nigga for nothing, pay your own bill. How old were y'all when y'all found out this went no flex?
I don't know who started this, but I think the biggest scam ever perpetrated against women is the idea of independent woman. I am an independent woman. I am an independent black woman. I am not independent. I am looking for an alpha male to come and save me from the trenches of nothing. Independent what? I relinquish my crown. Take it away from me. Come to me, my king. What can I do to serve you?
Neo, I used to love this song so much, but ain't nobody ask you. Don't nobody want to be Miss Independent.
I'm truly tired of God thinking I'm the strongest soldier. I've been having to do a lot of man things lately and it's stressing me out. I somehow have to get this oil in my car, but I can't get the top off because my acrylics are too long and I'm scared that I'm gonna break them. And the other day I had to put windshield wiper fluid in my car. What is going on?
Babe,
to be dependent
anymore. I want to be dependent, in fact. I don't want to be strong and bold and hard and I don't want to do it all by myself.
I don't.
Especially when I shouldn't have to. Why would I?
I swear to God, there could be a man next to me and I could be carrying a TV and he'd be like, do you want help? I said, no, don't worry. And I will be packing the TV up. Like, that's how crazy independent I was.
Because if you look at it, a lot of those independent women grew up to be old, lonely, and bitter. I don't want to be any one of those. I refuse to grow old and become bitter. Y'all are bitter because y'all been doing it on y'all own. Y'all been saying y'all don't need a man. So therefore you been doing it on your own, but you mad that you doing it on your own, but that's what you've been saying that you wanted to do it on your own. So why is you mad at your own results? You reap what you sow. Should've got that.
How old were y'all when y'all find out that paying the goddamn mortgage, the rent, the light bill, the gas bill, the cable bill, the internet bill, putting gas in the car, getting the oil change, dealing with all the maintenance on the car, paying somebody to cut the grass, goddamn it, cleaning up, washing clothes, washing dishes, goddamn vacuuming the floor, getting the kids ready for school, buying school clothes every year, buying Christmas every year, buying Easter baskets every year. How y'all were y'all when y'all figured out that doing that shit by yourself was not a flex, and that the real flex is having you a motherfucking partner that can either bust this shit down 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Hell, a help is a help, a win is a win. How old were y'all when y'all found out that the shit that y'all mama was kicking to y'all was really some bullshit, and really just something she was telling y'all because that's something she told her goddamn self because she ain't had no man to help her?
Yes, I fell for the okie doke. I was bamboozled. I was fooled. I grew up during a time when it was encouraged that women be independent. You know, have your own this, have your own that. You don't need a man, you're strong. And we fell for it. A lot of us fell for it. But I remember talking to a gentleman, even back then, he was trying to explain to me how he did not think that that was going to work out for me so well. And I kind of just chuckled because, you know, I was living my life. Ha! You know what I'm saying? But he talked about an elevator. He was like, you know, it's like an elevator. You know, when you go in the elevator, it tells you the maximum capacity that elevator is meant to hold. He said it doesn't mean that if you put more weight on it than it was made to hold, that it's going to break down immediately. But over a period of time, there's going to be a whole lot of wear and tear and a whole lot of maintenance issues. And it probably won't live the lifespan that the engineer intended it to have. Just like women, he said. It doesn't mean that you can't carry the weight for a short period of time, but what it does mean is that you were not intended to carry the weight for a long period of time. And when you do, you're going to have maintenance issues. You're going to have a lot of wear and tear, and you might not even have the lifespan that you could have had if you didn't carry all that weight. And I think about that now. I think about all the stories I hear where women are talking about how tired they are, and they wish they would have not fell into that trap, and they wish they would have had a life partner, and it just goes on and on. Women are tired. They realized that they were bamboozled, that we were bamboozled, and we fell into the agenda. Being independent is a beautiful thing when you have to be, but when you choose to be it and you have the ability to build a life with someone and help you carry your weight and you help them carry their weight, life, I do believe, can be so much sweeter. So that's why I said, Johnny, you were right. You were right, Johnny, wherever you are.
I really do like that elevator analogy because it was right on point. And I know you women don't care about it. If you really hear what she's saying, this is what a lot of you women are dealing with now. You're starting to see these women online talking about how their bodies are breaking down, how they're mentally breaking down. This independent life that you guys have been chasing after is very taxing on your body. And this is why I say men and women are different. Men are built to kind of deal with that a little bit better. A lot of you women aren't. But y'all go out there, y'all pound your chest, y'all scream it. And then when you're 50 years old, all of a sudden you're having all of these issues because just like that elevator, you've been working past your capacity. And I also want to address that lady who was talking about Neo. It wasn't just Neo. You got Beyonce, Boosie, Destiny Child, all of them out there screaming independent women to make some money, but they left you women hanging. And that is exactly what these social media people online are doing. They're screaming this, they're screaming that. Then they go home to their nice house with their nice car while you're over there struggling working 2 jobs just to pay your rent. And I like what the other young lady said too, when she said a lot of these women, when they get older, they're bitter, they're mad because they've had to do this their whole life. I'd be mad too if I wasn't built to do something and I had to do it. So she was on point too. Y'all gotta quit letting these people put that battery in your back to have you running around out there chasing something you shouldn't be chasing. You heard the lady talking about how she wouldn't even accept help from a man who was trying to help her with her TV because she felt she can do it by herself, even though you don't have to do it by yourself. Y'all been told y'all need to show and prove to the world that y'all can do it, and that is just not true. These women have been lied to so long about feminism and being independent, and we see how that is going for them, but now they're being lied to about how the household should look. A lot of them won't go 50-50. You hear them all the time online saying, I'd rather just do it by myself than have somebody here to help make my life easier, because now they're being lied to that a provider is the only type of man you are supposed to have. This lady just said it correct. Having some help is better than no help. And in this economy, a lot of these women are never going to get a provider man. So the only other option is no help. Back in the days, everybody can get a provider man. The cost of living was lower. You can buy a house, groceries, pay all the bills, support a full family on the salary of a milkman. Back in the 1950s, it is hard to do that on $100,000 in some states in America nowadays. But a lot of these women still live in this fantasy world believing that they are going to be one of these lucky women who are going to end up with a provider man. And it's just not going to happen. There are a lot of men out there who are willing to do it with you, but y'all don't want them. Now, before women come on here and say, I'm just saying this because I believe in 50-50, I've always said I'm from the old school, so I plan to provide for my women. Now, there's reasons why I plan to do that, but I'm not going to get into that in this video, but y'all can miss me with that whole argument. This has nothing to do with me. I am talking about everyone. And it's so crazy to me because only the men on the higher level of earning are going to be able to do this. And we all know a lot of these women want those men. But this is the thing. When these people are lying to these women saying they shouldn't accept anything less than a provider, there are only so many women who are going to qualify for those men. Some women are going to go out there, figure it out, build a business, make a lot of money, and they're going to be just fine when it comes to paying their bills and taking care of stuff. The rest of these women are going to suffer, and they're going to suffer alone. This is why you see so many women living in their cars, they're homeless, they're online begging, because those people were lying to you back then about feminism, and now they're lying to you about going 50-50. Look, I know you women are going to do what you want to do. I'm only making this video because I believe that there are some women out there who are still open to change, because I just showed you about 5 or 6 of them who are open to change. So I know it's possible. And I also want to say, this is not coming from a mean place. I am not here to talk down to you. I'm not here to laugh at you. I'm not here to clown you. Anybody who follows my page, you will always hear me say, I wouldn't want to spend my life with anything other than a black woman. I don't hate black women. I don't don't hate women. I am trying to help. But I do understand when you're not ready to hear it, sometimes help sounds like hurt. There are people out there who are misleading you. They want you to fail. They want to see you end up exactly where a lot of you women are going to end up based on listening to them. And when you need somebody to help or somebody to come save you, there will be nobody there to help you, because a lot of men are starting to walk away from dating because of this mindset. There are a lot of men out there who really don't care if y'all change. And that's the sad part. So all I can do is deliver the message. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not screaming at you. I'm saying this in a very calm voice. Maybe it's time to realize you have been bamboozled. You have been led astray. You have been run amok. It is perfectly fine to be independent when you have to be. But if you are walking around holding that as a badge of honor, it is not a good look. I'm just being honest with you. And the crazy part about this whole thing is there are women out there who will scream, I'm independent. I don't need a man. I pay all my bills. I don't need a man to do anything for me. And then as soon as you roll up on them and say, you know what? I think you're cute. I want to get to know you. I want to date you. She's going to look you right in your face and say, well, I'm not going to date you unless you're paying all my bills and taking care of everything. That just don't make a lot of sense. You can't be an independent woman and a traditional woman at the same time. Pick one or the other, but you can't be both. So if you decide you want to keep taking an independent route and every time you meet a guy, you in his face like, yes, I do know what that means. It means you're probably going to end up single. But anyway, leave your thoughts on the video. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.